What's up?
How are we?
Welcome to another episode of the I Don't Have Time to Work podcast. I'm Luke.
Number 3.
Number 3. Also, you've got a name. What's your name?
I'm Troy.
Troy.
Hello.
Yeah, cool. Troy's splattered at the moment. Mentally
I'm splattered.
Yeah.
Splattered, bro.
That's good.
Yeah, this week I've been up in doing a awesome course slash seminar up on the Gold Coast in beautiful sunny Australia. About it's called Build the Future, and it's kind of about a bit of crypto stuff, a bit of blockchain technology stuff, a bit of just how new technologies are changing and shaping the world. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
How about yourself, bro?
Man, I've been working from home. I've literally been in my house for 3 days straight.
Smashing out the I don't have time to work. There's some cool edits and shit you've been doing, eh?
Yeah. I've been working on a couple of things that are coming up very, very shortly. I've got some stuff that it's taken me longer to edit because I've just had to pause it every 5 minutes because I'm laughing so hard.
Laughing at stupidity.
At least to miss myself. Like, you guys might be like, oh, what the fuck is this
shit
idiot on about? Like this homeless looking dude with the beard and the Cradle of Filth shirt. Like, fucking no one cares. It's been weird because, other than my wife, you're basically the only person that I've had contact with in the last 4 days.
And mental contact.
Physical and mental. All right.
Dude, this week I wanted to talk about the power of networking.
Man, you know what? And, we've spoken about this a lot, and I'm only new to this whole networking thing.
Yeah.
I was saying how, even a year and a half ago, I was still like, the only way that I could get a job is through Seek.
I remember it, yeah.
By like walking into a shop with like a resume and being like, please, sir, give me a job.
Yeah.
I'm so poor and I have so many records to buy. But like networking, man, like
it's just huge, man. And in this digital age, like what we're experiencing now and what we're going to continue to experience even more is that, if you just want to have your normal 9 to 5 bullshit job, then go with Seek and shit like that. That's fine. But the power of networking, like just to get contacts and kind of like, I spoke to a couple of really cool entrepreneurs / influencers this week, and we'll have them up. Won't we?
They'll be up next week.
And just they'll saying the same thing about the power of it, in regards to like literally one dude I was speaking to, he was like videographer, drone camera work and all that stuff. I don't know a lot about it. You probably know more about it, but and I was just talking to him, just met him through like chatting on Instagram to people to like-minded influencers and entrepreneurs and things like that. And it's that easy, guys. Like, seriously, like the amazing people you can meet.
I've said it before, but if you have one of these in your pocket, you can literally get in contact with anyone.
And for our audio podcast, Luke didn't pull out a dildo.
No. For the audio.
It is an actual mobile phone he's holding. It's a smartphone.
You can contact anyone with a dildo. What the fuck?
See, that's the kind of shit we're going to be laughing about, that people are just going to go, what the fuck?
What the fuck, dude?
Why are these guys laughing?
I did pull out a phone. If you have one of these big black things,
it's big and black.
It's big and black and shiny.
But it is an iPhone.
But it is an iPhone or a fucking
smartphone.
Whatever you got. If you have any way to get on the internet, doesn't matter where the fuck you are. You can literally, I messaged fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. The dude's never going to fucking message me back. But I fucking messaged him.
We can screenshot.
I can screenshot it and be like,
us.
You can message anyone and for anything that you need.
Yeah.
People are more than willing to share their information with you. And as we go into the third industrial revolution, as we've been learning about in the last kind of week, it's going to become a sharing economy. I truly believe that.
Absolutely. Well, there's no other way, man, because we literally can't pilch the earth anymore. No. So we have no choice. We have to start.
No more dinosaurs to dig for.
No more dinosaurs to dig for. There's no more fossil fuels, bro. Well, there is more, but
Australian government, I hope that you're listening to this because we need some.
For those of you who don't know, our friends over at the Juice Media, I dropped it in the I Don't Have Time to Work Facebook page this week.
Yeah.
But check it out, man. You got to check them out. So if you're on Facebook, it's just literally called The Juice Media.
Yeah. I'll get
and-
some links on all of our stuff. They're fucking incredible, man. Like,
just so good. Like their latest satirical video on the renewable energy and fuck all that our government is doing, the Australian government is doing.
We are so behind. Like places
isn't it?
like Germany and China and fucking like even like third world countries are before us. Like when it comes to like
renewables and like
renewables, it's absolutely mental. Like it's crazy. But we are getting off topic a little bit. We do have a couple of people that we did speak to this week.
Yeah, man.
Well, I spoke to two people. You spoke to one person, but. Remember how in last week's episode I said how the technology was all good? You'll see it right here. We did a pilot, a couple of crash courses and things like that. We've got all our technology worked out. Well, that technology is fucked. And you spoke to Danny from Biomech, and we'll get a tag down here. We will talk to him again, but that completely fucked up.
It just fucked up. Video or like it was just fucked.
Video, audio, all fucked up. But look, it doesn't matter.
It might have been his amazing glasses he was wearing.
It could have been. Yeah,
the Bono glasses just fucked it up.
CIA came in and was just like, nah, that's too much awesomeness. But we did talk to Simon Lamb from Wildfire Films. Yeah, I hung out with him in Fiji like a couple of weeks ago, and he was filming my brother's wedding. And he's an absolute incredibly talented, handsome, funny dude. And we also spoke to Wildfire Films.
And people can literally like contact him to get
for anything. Like the dude is so hungry for work. He's always just like filming shit. He films for real estate. He films weddings. He films ads. Whatever
pornos.
Filming,
anything you want. Like
only if he's starring. There was, no, I'm not going into it. Anyway, we also spoke to Chris Mott from Unchained Strength. Now, this dude is a complete weapon, a complete meat axe.
He's security for I Don't Have Time to Work.
He is security for the planet. That dude could punch. I reckon he could lift you. I reckon he could lift. He'd probably knock the Hulk out. Like he's fucking that good. But our technological gremlins caught half of that interview as well. So you'll get half of that.
We're working on it, guys.
We're working on it. Yeah. All our 4 viewers. I don't even think people have watched all the way through it.
Oh, dude, they will.
They will.
They're not going to be able to.
They'll love us.
They will not be able to not watch all the way through.
That's it. Well, first up, we've got Simon Lamb, and here he is. When you get on. There he is, the handsome devil.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you? You can hear me loud and clear?
Yeah. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Cool. Looking handsome. Still sunburnt from Fiji?
Yeah, man. Still drunk.
Yeah, me too. Still drunk. Yeah, me too a little bit. All right, cool. So, I mean, we caught up quite a bit in Fiji, and we talked a little bit about filmmaking and about pursuing your passions and things like that. And I thought it'd be really cool to get you on and have a chat to you about your filmmaking. So I just wanted you to tell us a little bit about yourself and about your history with making movies.
Oh, gosh. I've sort of been... Oh, man, where do I start? I don't know how I sort of got into it. I just sort of had a passion for it for a while, and then when I went to America, I sort of realised it was what I wanted to do because I did a bit of filmmaking over there, and I was like, yeah, I'm actually going to pursue this. So I went to film school, and I learnt what I did, and now I've left that, and I've just started my own business. So I'm my own boss and working for myself, and I'm just making films and loving life. It's great.
That's fucking awesome. So you actually went to film school. So how long did film school how long were you there for?
I did that last year. It was a 2-year course. So I should be finishing at the end of this year, but I wasn't enjoying it. I saw no point of going anymore. I wasn't learning anything. It was expensive. I was like, why waste my time doing this when I can be doing something more beneficial? So I did.
Sure. So kind of like work, just like learning as you're doing.
Yeah. Well, I hated going. I wasn't learning anything. It was costing a fortune to go and just sit there and Google things and learn more off Google and YouTube. So I thought, why not go out and learn?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And you've done some production for my brother. Welcome to the Central Coast and Welcome to Terrigal and stuff like that. And just absolutely incredible, keen eye. Where do you think that comes from? Have you always really been into film since you're younger, or?
I don't know. I sort of picked up the camera maybe I think our first sort of assessment was maybe year 8, year 9, where we had to do something with film. I was like, this is pretty cool. So I sort of always had a bit of a keen sort of side hobby for it. But decided to pursue it properly when I finished school and was traveling and doing things.
So when you went over to America, like, did you make a full film, or did you just kind of like fuck around with it a little bit, or like what was the process there when you first realized that's what you wanted to do?
Right. So I went to America for 2 years. I worked at summer camps over there. And the first year I just had my GoPro with me, and I sort of liked making videos, but didn't take it too seriously. So I just videoed stuff and made a video at home. Next year, I actually took a proper camera over. While I was at the camp, I actually got to be like the media specialist for a couple of weeks. And
oh, fuck yeah. That's awesome.
Video of the week, taking photos, that sort of stuff. And that's when I sort of realized I loved it. And I was like, yeah, sick, I'm going to pursue this. So.
Yeah, cool. So between then and now, like what made you think, oh, I'm going to make my own business? Like I have to work for myself.
Well, I've always sort of had that like in the back of my mind, like forever, because I did business in school and I was like, I'm going to work for myself one day. I'm going to be my own boss. I didn't know what it was going to be. I had no idea, but I always told myself I was going to have my own business and work for myself. And then this come along and I was like, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's awesome. So obviously your turning point was in America. What goals do you have for Simon Lamb Films? Like what's the ultimate end goal for you?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about that.
That's cool, man. Like I know what you like. I know you very much like just go with the flow. You're heaps like my brother, and you just like to fucking jump off boats in the middle of the ocean and just like swim away from sharks and shit like that.
No, I just want to be at a point where I can just I don't want to work. I don't want it to be work. Like, oh, wake up, go to work, or I'm be like miserable. I want to wake up and be like, yeah, I'm doing something I love, and people pay me to do it. That's where I want to be. What I'm doing, don't care what films I'm making, as long as I'm doing something I love. And, you know.
Now, I happen to know another little thing about you. You're also a firefighter, is that right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. You're going to be on the next 2019 calendar with your shirt off.
Oh, sure will. Yeah.
Sure will. Yeah, definitely. Now, I appreciate you you giving your service to being a firefighter and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. So what's next for you? What's next for Simon Lamb Films? Have we got a big production Avengers movie coming, or like are you just fucking grinding? What's the plan?
Just grinding, just getting any work I can, and just growing my name, and just hanging out. I'm not working. I'm getting paid to hang out and have fun, and I don't know what the next big plan is. I'm working on a couple of weddings at the moment, and your brother's wedding.
Yeah.
Who knows? I'd love to work stuff one day. So
you'd love to work for what?
I'd like to work on like a big movie set or something like that one day.
Fuck
lots of stuff. Travel. I'd love to be in a place where I can just go travel and make films, and I don't know.
Bro, I truly believe that you're going to get there for sure. I've seen your I've seen your work ethic, and I know that you've got a keen eye for film. So have you got any, just before I'll let you go, because we won't keep you for too long, have you got any last words for people out there that are not sure whether they should make the jump into like working for themselves or pursuing something that they are really passionate about?
Yeah, right. Just why work for someone else? Why live someone else's life and be working for them so they can live the life they want? Like when I was leaving uni, I sort of sat on it for probably 2 or 3 months. Like, man, don't want to leave. Like, I'm gonna be a quitter. Should I not? So I was like, no, screw it. I chatted to a couple of good friends who were filmmakers and sorts of stuff, and they were like, what's the point? Like, what are you gonna get out of there? Why are you paying all this money to be miserable? They're like, just take the leap. And I was like, yeah, screw it.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's fucking balls out. That's all it is. You still there? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, totally. Just balls out. Just fucking get your balls out and fucking make it happen.
Worst case scenario, you just go find something else to do. But it's like, why not take the leap and do something you love? And I don't know. I'm just go with the flow and just live life and love it. And
bro, I love it. I fucking love it so much, and I love talking to you. I love talking about your passion, and you just ooze it. It's awesome. Look, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Where can we find you online other than Instagram? Have you got like Facebook and everything else like that?
I've actually changed my business name. I'm yet to change it. Well, this is going to be like personal Instagram now. I've got a new one I'm about to launch and a website and everything. So it's going to be Wildfire Films.
Cool.
You can look that up on Facebook. I'm going to have a website soon and all sorts of stuff. It's just a lot of work and a big process and a lot of money to get it all going. But
yep, for sure.
Coming soon. So.
Fuck yeah. Awesome, Simon. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later, Simon. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too, mate. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, that was a really great interview with Simon Lamb.
We
literally just sat there and watched that whole thing.
Sat the whole thing.
Yeah,
sat through the whole thing.
It was 11 minutes and 26 seconds, exactly.
And it was amazing, I thought, that my head was in the exact same position.
Mate.
Through the 11-minute, 26 seconds.
That's because your brain's still splattered.
That's good point.
And next we'll be talking to a very, very quick talk. It's about a 5-minute chat with Chris Mott because we had some technical difficulties. Here it is now.
There he is. Hey,
man,
Weapon. I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, good.
That's good. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. All right. So I've given everyone a bit of a rundown on what we do with I Don't Have Time to Work. So I guess before we get into it, I just want to get tell me a little bit about yourself, about what you do with Unchained Strength.
Yeah, cool. So China's based around strength training on Northern Beaches. So just trying to change the idea of training within fitness. I think there's a lot of miscommunication around strength training, especially. I know people are kind of scared of it. I think it's all for macho people, whatever.
Yes.
Changing the view of it from both male and females, and giving everyone a good chance, no matter what age you are, no matter what gender you are, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, as you're about, I guess, just trying to find something you like doing, have a big passion for it already, and decide to make a career out of it, which I thought was the best way to do it.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome. So just letting everyone know that's just joined, I'm Luke from I Don't Have Time to Work, and I'm talking to Chris from Unchained Strength, and we're talking about following your passion to kind of get away from that 9 to 5, Monday to Friday grind. So was there a tipping point for you, Chris? What was the point where you were all like, fuck it, I need to quit my job and I need to go and create this business for myself?
Yeah, 100%. Well, I was working in a warehouse job, 9 to 5, just slaving away something I didn't want to do. I did it for 3 years after playing in a band and stuff. I needed to do something just to make some money. Didn't know what I wanted to do. I've always been training. That was always a passion, but didn't really think I could make anything of it. And then when I was working in that warehouse, I was just getting so sick of literally doing the same thing over and over again. And I entered into a powerlifting competition, and I set an endpoint of where I was going to compete in something. And I got so passionate about that, so driven about that I was and I got a coach personally myself, and I saw what he did and kind of wanted to apply that to other people as well, exactly what he did. So after I did that, I went and I got qualified and stuff, and I progressed from there, and then started my own business with it throughout the gym. So I kind of a contractor, and then started to try and push my ideologies on to other people and try get more people into the sport. I actually had a lady today, 59 years old, did her first comp.
That's awesome. Holy shit, that's so cool.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So did it take you very long to go from kind of being someone who was training to kind of getting your, certificates and things like that? Was it a long process to kind of get to where you needed to be to open up the business?
Well, it's not, the course isn't that long. I did it part-time whilst I was still working the full-time job, so it's 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, cool.
Obviously, I had a big backing training behind me, so I kind of used what I had my knowledge and obviously built on that, doing that course, plus another bunch of courses as well, plus learning mentors and my coach as well. So just building up knowledge with that, and then it got to the point where I felt more comfortable, and obviously always still learning, but felt more comfortable with getting people amongst it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like, I've mentioned this a couple of times on our podcast, where a lot of people seem to think that when they're going for a passion, it needs to be all or nothing. Like you either work your full-time job or you quit your job and you go and do this passion. I think the path that you took is very smart, because you were still working your job, but you were doing your passion in your part-time, which then built to being able to take it on full-time.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely. So, what's next for Unchained Strength? What do we got coming up?
Well, I think just at the moment, still trying to build the brand, get more people, noticing it, and trying to get more people in the sport, especially powerlifting. That's like the big focus. So I'd like to have a solid team of athletes competing, hopefully Australia-wide. That'd be the idea. But just try and build it up. Like currently, only have 5 people competing at the moment, and I think all 5 of them are actually girls, which is awesome to see. Like the sport's getting really common like that. So, build up that, get more people amongst the sport. It's really, really cool, and try to change just general population's view on the whole strength training and just training in general.
Yeah, definitely. I think you probably hit the nail on the head before, where a lot of people seem to think that strength training and things like that, and powerlifting seems to be a very male-dominated thing, and it probably is. But there's a lot of women out there that are absolutely loving it, and they kick ass at it as well.
It's more popular as well. Like I went to an event at the beginning of the year, and there was 23 girls that squatted over 200 kilos. Like absolutely insane.
Whoa, that's crazy. Chris, sorry, we just had a question from one of the guys that are watching. Troy's asked, do you have any regrets taking the step to creating your own business? So going from the full-time job to running your own business, do you have any regrets at all?
No, I think I got pretty lucky with it, because I'm still working throughout another gym, so I've got that always, and I've kind of been able to build Unchained in that as a concept.
Yeah.
So, a lot of gyms, obviously, your income depends on how many clients you have, whereas I always have a salary gym, and I can build my own personal on top of that, which is pretty good. So I don't think I have regrets about it. I think it's I probably have the luckiest way about doing it. So I wouldn't say any regrets, and obviously I've got to a point where I actually enjoy it. So it's really good.
That's fucking awesome. I love always hearing no regrets about that kind of shit, because what's the worst that can happen? You just go back and you get a shitty job. You just go back to working in the warehouse or fucking whatever. Yeah.
And we're back.
Oh, I moved my head.
All right, so that's it
Off camera.
That's it for this week.
No, yeah, we'll be back. So starting from next week, we actually have sorted a lot of our shit out.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
we're going to have a lot more kind of shit
Structure
and
a lot more shit. We're thinking that the video thing's probably going to change. We might be using a lot of more audio stuff and maybe some visuals on the screen. And
yeah. So the whole idea, just so you guys know, is not just us only talking complete shit and speaking to amazing human beings. It's more so about literally networking and talking to amazing people out there who are just normal people. You see your massive influencers over the through the internet, like your Gary V's and Casey Neistat's and these other people, and you think, fuck, these guys are huge. I'd love to do something like that, and I really feel like I have this positive message. I really feel like I have this kind of thing I can say and do, but man, I'll never have 1.2 million people watching me, or Casey Neistat's 9 million people watching me, or whatever. You know what? These dudes are people that are out there, they're giving it a go, and they're just putting their balls on the line. Yeah. Balls out 2018. They're putting their balls on the line, and they're literally...
balls out 2018.
Do you reckon we can make it work as good as last time?
Oh, the last one was pretty good.
It was perfect.
Remember how much I danced around the office?
I know, it was amazing. But yeah, and they're literally, and they're just these are just normal dudes like you and me, like us.
I mean, there's obviously a great deal of things special about them, but they're not special. You know what I mean? They're just work hard. Special. They just, that's exactly right.
We're all fucking got the exact same matter.
Yep.
So yeah,
I completely agree.
Quit your fucking excuses, and if you want to do something, fucking do it.
Yep. Mate.
Preaching to the converted.
Preaching to the converted. That's fucking exactly right.
Yeah.
Thanks again for watching.
Cheers,
and
guys.
Listening.
Get ready for the new improved.
Yes.
We're going to build it up now because it's going to be huge.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to look...
No, we've got some amazing people we're actually talking to this week. Some of our friends from the States as well.
Yep,
who
definitely.
have connected with us.
All through networking, funny enough.
Yeah, funnily enough.
It's amazing how that works. You just send a random message and then all of a sudden you've got all these opportunities.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought if talking to people, networking to people and speaking to influencers and things like that, opportunities would come along? That's fucking weird.
There's no barrier. There is literally no barrier. If you can text your mum, if you can message your mum on Facebook
I've texted
Messenger...
Luke's mum.
Who hasn't?
That's not going to be on here, surely.
Yeah, that's going to be on
lovely,
here. For
Donna.
sure. No,
because
Donna's lovely.
Donna's like our biggest fan.
She is. She really, really is. Love you, mum. Look, if you can message someone, anyone, any of your friends on Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram or fucking any of that shit, you can message literally anyone. The worst thing that's going to happen is they're either going to ignore you or tell you to fuck off. If you continue to stay in your job, you will probably get told to fuck off anyway. So you might as well take the chance to get some stranger to tell you to fuck off instead of staying.
I love the way you put things.
Instead of staying in your shitty job, take a fucking risk. And you know what? Let's rip off the Band-Aid. I'm going to tell you to fuck off now. Fuck off and message someone. Let's fucking do this.
Jeez, Luke, I'm loving it, mate.
I had a Red Bull today.
He had a Red Bull.
And I haven't been out of my house. So I'm fucking excited, you know?
He's like a caged animal.
Yeah.
Just escaped.
Yeah. Just get out and do it, all right? I don't want to hear excuses anymore.
Have some fun.
Yep,
Get out there. We're going to be talking to some people. We're going to be doing some road tripping soon.
Definitely.
Heaps of cool shit's happening. Yeah. Thanks for everyone who's been tuning in, like, for these very early stages and listening to all our fuck-ups.
Definitely.
We really appreciate your support.
We like keeping the fuck-ups in there, though. Just to say,
Like,
how
literally.
real it is.
Yeah.
It's really good to have you back.
Cheers, bro.
I'm glad
It's
that
good
you're
to be
here.
back,
Glad
man.
you're here. All right. We'll talk to you next week. Peace. Bye-bye. Hey guys, Luke here, just at home office. Right about now, I'm just introducing Nick from Decentralized Pod or Decent Pod on Instagram. His new podcast has launched. As of right now, it is out. I will drop the links in the description below, and you'll also find the links in the podcast description as well. Nick's a great guy. He's very insightful about the new technology that's coming out when it comes to blockchain technology and your cryptocurrency, your Bitcoin for what it's commonly known in the media. He's a great guy. I know that his podcast is going to kick ass. He's got like something like 20 episodes or something like that. Troy had a chat with him, and you're going to see that right now.
We're now live.
What's up?
Yo! How you going, guys? Troy here from I Don't Have Time to Work. We're just catching up with Nick from Decentralized. I got to see him in person. He looks so much nicer in person. How you been going, man?
Good. Been busy.
Yeah.
We're here at Build the Future again.
Yeah, cool.
Do you guys know about Build the Future?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I put up a post this morning that we're catching up with Build the Future. It's kind of like a, what could you say? Like a blockchain /
Like a meetup group.
crypto / meetup group / kings of the world in the future.
Yeah.
Get together.
Like a bit of an incubator thing.
Yeah.
Which like started life as a kind of crypto blockchain course almost, run by a guy, Roscoe Patterson, who's still kind of running the thing, but within it a bunch of ICO ideas and startups in different groups. So it's kind of functioning as a meetup now, like every 3 months.
Yeah, it's absolutely. And basically, last time we caught up with you, you were saying about your Decentralized Pod, man, and your podcast, and you've actually had some interesting travels over the last few months. Tell us a kind of brief rundown of where you've been.
Yeah, for sure. I think I've been on this channel once before, and at the time I'd maybe been to Singapore at that time.
Yeah, you were.
So I went to Blockchain Economic Forum Singapore back when, and since then I've been to Token 2049 in Hong Kong. Then I went to Africa Burn in South Africa, which is like the Burning Man of Africa essentially. And our camp was made up of 70 plus sort of people from all over the world, predominantly Europe and Asia and North America. kind of like blockchain and crypto people and stuff like that.
Yep.
So met a bunch of people there, had some extraordinary experiences, obviously, being a kind of Burning Man situation, right?
Yeah.
So people free to be as crazy as they want to be, which is really cool, and self-governing, and getting to experience that along with like lots of great music and art projects and all that kind of stuff, and having extremely interesting conversations. And then I got back to Australia, and about 4 days later flew out to Blockchain Week NYC, which was a hell of a thing. So went to a bunch of conferences there. Only landed back in Australia at 6 a.m. this morning.
Yeah. And here you
obviously. I'm pretty tired, but yeah. So I went to a bunch of stuff there. Went to some conferences. Fluidity, Ethereal, and Consensus were the main ones I went to.
Yeah.
And just a bunch of other like bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Nighttime events and catch-ups and all different kinds of stuff. And as far as my podcast, like through the course of going to all those things, I've recorded like 20 episodes now, or 20-ish interviews and stuff.
Awesome.
And so the podcast is going live later this week with episode 1, which is with Jimmy Song, and he's like a major Bitcoin developer and stuff, and like very heavy Bitcoin guy. So we're opening with that.
And the podcast is at Decentralized, isn't it?
It's at Decent Pod.
Decent Pod, that's right.
Across Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Absolutely.
And the website is decentpod.io. Yes.
Sick. You heard it. You heard it here first. For our 4 followers, everyone's going to know now. It's awesome. This was worth your time. No, it's good, man. No, look, thanks again for joining us, dude. And I guess the final question is: any regrets from the last couple of months?
No, not at all. It's been ridiculous. I think, I've met a hell of a lot of people and got a better sense for what's going on. Cool. Like crypto as a whole is a bit of a slightly mysterious space when you're first getting into it, and you only know like a few coins, maybe you don't really know what they mean, and all that kind of stuff. But when you start to get out there and meet the people who are working on these projects and building stuff, you can kind of see how the space fits together and who different things are and what it means.
Absolutely. Piecing it all together.
Totally. Conferences are super interesting. And at this point, like I'm going to be like running the podcast. That's the most of what I'm going to be doing, and looking to do some like writing online and stuff. But aside from that, I'm getting quite interested in learning more about trading.
Cool.
Crypto trading, stuff like that is cool.
Awesome.
And like within the frame of I don't have time to work and what we're talking about last time around. So trying to set this as this is my new working life, this is my new lifestyle or whatever. So
cool.
Within that, because I'm doing the podcast most of the time, pretty much looking to spend a lot of my time like reading what people are writing in the space, listening to everyone else's podcasts, watching YouTube channels, just like completely immersing myself in it. And I would say another massive takeaway is that this whole crypto thing, like it's not just about crypto, it's about blockchain technology itself. It's about the tech. So if you're starting to get into it, like what's Bitcoin, what's Ethereum, things like that, like just to go beneath that first layer to look a little bit deeper, and you can really start to make some headway when you're like, it's actually about the tech. And think of it in terms of like people are building Web 3.0, like the next internet, like the Internet of Things, smart objects, all that kind of stuff. That's really what's going on. So when you think of it in that frame, if you're looking at things to invest in or things to like pay attention to, it's almost like, well, what do I care about in the world? What would I think is important or would be cool to see and all that kind of stuff? And you can find the teams that are building that stuff.
Awesome.
And start digging into it. So I think at that point it starts to get more interesting than just what are coins that I can buy.
Exactly. And like how fast can I turn them over and all that kind of stuff. Exactly. Awesome. Cheers again, guys. Thanks again to Nick. Thanks for catching up again, bro.
No
it's been awesome tracking your progress, and it's going to be awesome to continue seeing it.
Likewise, man.
Cheers, man. Talk to you soon.